That's right. You have just tuned in to Real Last on Real Radio 104.1. Thank you guys, as always, for all the continued support and love out there. My name is Mr. James John. I am your host today, and we got a full cavalcade of comedians in the house today. That's right. We'll start with the podfather of Orlando podcast, Mr. Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky, with a new job, is in the building today. Rocky, what's going on, bro?
Dude, I am so blessed. I'm so happy, and I'm so thankful that Nissan isn't going to do anything because apparently airbags have feelings.
Now, if you don't know what he's talking about, about 2 weeks ago, I guess Patricio got into a car accident, a bad one, and thank God he made it. But his airbags and his Nissan did not what do you call that? Didn't come out. Deployed.
Hey, let me tell you what Nissan quoted you. Did you die?
Basically, Basically,
they're like, so you trying to tell me when an airbag needs to deploy? Let me ask you a question, player. You all right? You walking around doing work? You trying to tell me the airbag was supposed to deploy, even though it didn't deploy, and you fine? Hey, Playboy, do me a favor. Why don't you read the manual? Because page 6, article 3, it says, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And you definitely about to get wrecked. Hey, real quick, man, did the brakes work? Steering wheel turned?
No, and for them to tell me, oh, it has to hit your bumper for your airbag to deploy. I'm like, the whole bumper flew off.
Yeah, it didn't.
There was no bumper.
It would have stayed on.
Sorry, let me calm down.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Patricio, where did you get your engineering degree from?
Westwood College of Aviation.
Yeah. They're like, listen, man.
Westwood College of Aviation.
Oh, that bedunked school that's not even around. They closed that down. You know Westwood College of Aviation was famous for sending pilots to Malaysia.
Wow.
Nah, you good, player. They were like, Malaysian Airline Flight 666. I can't see. Nah, Playboy, you good, man. Wiggle the sticks. Wiggle the sticks.
Hey, man.
I love how you just broke Ken.
Westwood College of Aviation. And you work in a law office? Come on, man. Don't try to lie to me like this was a good school.
This dude said Malaysia. Hey, bro. God damn, bro.
I think this is one of the best Ken Miller reactions we've ever seen.
Westwood College of Aviation, online school. Our mascot, we're the online predators.
James, I'm sweating, bro. This dude.
Warms my heart, man. That's funny.
Westwood College of Aviation, how may I help you? Oh, thank God. Malaysian Flight 6125. Oh, yeah, hold on. What's going on? You crashing? Call drop.
That's that call center right there. I know that.
What's going on, son? One of the flights was crashing. What did you do? I dropped it. Woof. Good thinking. Hey, guys, just to let you guys know real quick, Patricio just won everybody Casual Friday, so you don't have to pay the $10. All y'all can wear jeans. Good job, Patricio. If they call back, don't answer because it'll be screams. I learned that one fateful September. Westwood College of Aviation. This is Akbar Abunda. Hey, Akbar, you guys were great. Paid cash? How can I help you? I'm having a bit of a problem. Steering the 727. I got you, homie. We're at Westwood College of Aviation. We never let you down. What do you got? Give me what you're looking at. It's a building. Okay.
I'm muting myself.
You're probably going to want to steer away from that. But if I didn't, if you didn't, you there? Sounds like your passengers are getting rowdy back there. You better stop them. I suggest doing this trick. Drop the oxygen mask. That chills everybody out. I used to fly for Spirit. That was an old trick.
Oh, wow.
Damn. I got a call coming from Pennsylvania. Hold on.
Miguel, shut up. I'm trying to breathe.
James, go. Move on, James.
Okay.
Hey, what's your name, Sully? All right, buddy. What are you gonna do? Is there a river nearby? Well, kid, you're halfway there. All right.
Put her down. Hey, put her down easy. Right.
Sully, you ever drive a late model Cadillac? All right. Back her in, baby. One-handed.
Back her in.
Go ahead and turn the radio down.
Back it away.
Yeah. Just remember, man, you want to pass the spot, reverse it, and come on in.
In midair.
Yeah.
Just back up.
Oh,
Hey,
Westwood College of Aviation. We'll get you in the air, but landing, that's another school.
Hey, we didn't promise that.
Yeah.
That's the
goodness
landing.
gracious.
Patricio, let me ask you a dumb question. So Nissan officially got back to you after your accident, and the airbags didn't deploy, and they said sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I'm like, they're like, do you have documentation? I'm like, I have video. I got photos from every angle. I got the Peruvian family that we hit. I got everything. And they're like, but that's not how an airbag works.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Patricio.
I'm done. Like, yeah.
Listen, Patricio, we used to work for
introduce Miguel. Introduce
Yeah,
Miguel.
they're like, we used to work for the tobacco lawyer. So let me explain to you.
Wow.
Oh, that's not why this happened.
No.
Yeah. We also work for the VA. I don't think any of this is why you have PTSD. So you've listed here reasons why you have PTSD, and you didn't really go into detail. You just wrote Fallujah 1, Fallujah 2. I mean, a lot of guys were there. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Everybody's not peeing in their sleep. You sure this isn't something you brought on yourself? I see you drink a lot of diet sodas. Aspartame will also keep you awake at night. Now, I don't have any records that aspartame will make you have dreams that you're in a tank that's on fire, but I don't have any records that won't. So,
Oh man,
that's hilarious, bro. Miguel, man. So, hey, Patricio, are you gonna seek legal action? Just
what are you gonna do? You gonna sue Nissan, Patricio?
Yeah.
Have fun.
Hell yeah, because I want to
Yeah,
get
have
on that
fun.
action.
I'm gonna sue Nissan.
No, you know what Nissan's going to do for me? They're giving me their employee discount, and that's it. If I want to buy a new car.
If you want to buy a new Nissan.
You talking about the thing they do for everybody in September?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You're getting a President's Day sale discount.
The semi-annual,
Hey,
Patricio.
He getting an Arbor Day sale, bro.
Yeah.
Arbor Day, not Arbor Day.
On
God
Arbor Day, we
dang.
don't like to use any forms or paperwork, but trust me, you got a lease.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah,
Yeah, Patricio.
1,000 miles on it.
The dude told him to sale only on Sunday. Sunday and Sunday.
They wrote you a check, Patricio. It's for $1, and the dude said, "Open your mouth and put it."
Ah.
Take
They
it.
sent it to the Toyota-thon for a Nissan.
Yeah.
Toyota-thon sales event, if you
They
will.
gave
Yeah.
you a picture of a car, and they said, "You see this? Guy works by the hospital, parks it every day, never locks the door. You bring me this, I'll see what I can do."
Yeah.
Oh, menace to society! Don't come around here
Mm-mm.
again.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
Patricio.
funny. Damn, brother.
They said, "Yo, airbags. Did your airbags deploy? Show me on this chart where it said the car comes with airbags. That it said it comes with deployable ones."
Hey man, I just called it what you said. The menace. Remember
Yeah,
that?
the
Hey,
menace.
Black Nissan Maxima.
Maxima.
It got to look just like this. Yeah. Come on right here about 10:30.
Yeah.
10:30
at night.
Did I stutter, Mickey Figgy? Did I?
Yeah.
No, I'm still getting over
Black
the whole
Nissan Maxima.
Faithful September. That killed me right there, Miguel. You're a freaking genius.
Thank you, but I didn't plot it. It was a bunch of other dudes, or maybe the
Well, I
government.
can't take credit for that.
I can't take credit for it. It was either George Bush or a bunch of Arabs. Who knows? I'll mix and matchy, you know?
Westwood. I had to look up Westwood College. It's real.
Yeah.
What's their team? The Westwood Aviators? Just mascot's a pair of sunglasses.
It's in Colorado, right?
Broomfield.
Yeah.
And what were you supposed to learn there?
How to fuel? Well, no, I was a fueling.
You had a fuel, man. Oh, didn't your dad?
I'm
Damn. God
Wait.
dang.
You were trying to fuel plane?
Damn, you were going to school to be an airplane refueler. Why you just join the military?
Yeah.
You could have got
could've went
paid
to the Army for that.
to learn how to refuel an airplane.
My epilepsy didn't allow me to enlist.
Oh, that's
Man,
right. That's right. I forgot
Patricio.
you got that flicked ass
Yeah.
tongue, bro.
Yeah, you that dude in the 300. All you want to do is be in the army, the hunchback thing.
I
can do it.
I can make quesadillas too.
Yeah, Patricio, because going to school, paying money to learn how to fuel an aircraft is definitely you should just go to the military and make $26,000 a year for the first year, learn how to but hanging out with
And
them.
then when they
you
found
would have
out
the best
about
college
epilepsy,
experience.
they kick you
No,
out.
I know,
Now you got
I know.
experience.
Yeah, you like I was
would've loved it.
airplane refueler. That's what I joined. You know the recruiter, he gonna look at you and be like, "Hey man, listen, Patricio, airplane refueling, cool. I'm gonna put that as your number 2 option. Let me just throw this out at Patricio. Let me just throw this one out you.
What you got?
When you leave the military, you're going to be able to refuel planes.
Okay.
Are you going to be able to be a machine gunner when you leave? I'm just saying. You're going to refuel trucks. Listen,
you mean like Rambo?
Rambo? Just like Rambo, except
Just
part of a
like
team
Rambo.
and probably just carrying around extra barrels and some ammunition and definitely having to do extra PT because everything is super heavy and deploying all the time. But Patricio,
I actually just thought about that, Miguel. You are absolutely right. I'm in the military. I'm a machine gunner. I'm shooting. That's what I do. My job. When I leave, what do I do? Like, where do I go after that?
Well, here's the thing. And I'm talking out my ass here because I never served in the military, but I've known enough guys. Depending on what you do and how long you're in, that's the thing. If you're in for 4 years, man, you're cool. Nobody did anything for the first 4 years of their life anyway. You got the GI Bill. You're in the best shape. You probably got a little dough stacked up. You've got a little discipline to your life now too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you still might be a fun-loving wild dude, but you know how to wake up and go to work, and you know how to be early, and you know how to keep your room clean, and so you went to man school at least at that point. But it's when you get into long periods and you're not planning for retirement that you're messing up. My father was an artilleryman. And then he did Marine Corps force security. So there wasn't like, oh, I'll go to the private sector of artillery. Like that's not around. But there are things he did. He did nuclear, biological, chemical work with it for like hazmat cleanups and stuff like that. And basically, one of the things that he always swears by is he went to all those classes about, hey, you're getting ready to retire. Because they do offer you lots of classes and resources.
I got a lot of certifications.
You're getting ready to retire. Hey, and what they do is, like Ken said, they sit with you and they're like, let me tell you what you're certified. Pretty much every dude getting out of the military is forklift certified. They're like, you know how to use a forklift. All right, you know how to just
I would have killed for that opportunity, but my twitchiness didn't allow me to.
Yeah, well, Patricio, I don't know what to tell you, man. Guess
a lot of those guys that come out that were infantry and stuff like that end up being cops or security, or, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But like Miguel said, if you're there for an extended period of time, you hit 20 years. Most people go to school and get their degree in something. I got a cat that worked for me at T-Mobile that was infantry, but he had his master's in information technology.
Yeah,
people go to school while they're in. If you're not out there, getting your war on, like I said last week when we talked about it, you got a lot of downtime if you're not in the field, if you're not, serving overseas anywhere doing war.
Yeah, once you get past like basic and you get stationed,
once you get stationed, you got a lot of downtime, man. And so a lot of people go to school. So one of my old coworkers was a retired infantry dude, but he had his degree in IT cybersecurity.
And a lot of dudes will tell you too, but I hear this from a lot of guys. A lot of guys are like, I did 6 years in the infantry, came out, went to school. It's great because they're like, I'll never, ever be able to experience what I experienced in the infantry those years. Yeah, I'm never going to find a job where I'm doing air assault again,
But as a civilian, I've done good. I'm happy with my job. I love what I've learned.
Patricio, save it for your therapist. We're talking about something
else.
I just want to bring up
therapy too. Look
Hey, Patricio, if I was your therapist, I'd be like, here, dog, just try it once. Just try it once. If the chair holds, it holds. But that's like telling you.
Oh my God! I just thought about what he was saying. Chair.
It would really free me up for new clients. I'll be real.
I'm taking this therapy session. I really am.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, y'all, don't go anywhere. We come back. I swear we're not going to tell Patricio to off himself. All right. Thank y'all so much.
In the garage, let the engine roll. Listen to your favorite music.
Real Last right here on Real Radio 104.1. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are still listening to Real Last on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John, comedian extraordinaire and the host of The Lowdown on Afro, shameless plug. I'm joined in virtual studio with our good friends, Mr. Patricio, a.k.a. the Podfather. I got Miguel Colon Jr. in the house, and we got the Godfather of Orlando Comedy, a.k.a. Thanos Jr. and Idris Elders Jr., right? Mr. Ken Miller's in the house. Ken, I heard you have a shout out that you wanted to give, so go ahead.
Man. Shout out to a young brother named Chris, goes by the name Cosmo407 on Instagram. He hit me up. Miguel, remember we had the conversation about Florida weather?
Yeah,
so last year. He was born and raised here in Florida, and he hit me up and he was saying how, it's hot as hell. It's way hotter than it was when he was a kid. James, I wanted you on the show because we were talking about the weather. And I was like, was it this hot in Florida when you were growing up?
Hell no. That's why I think it's funny as hell when I hear people tell me that global warming is something we made up. Brother, it never was 100 degrees every day for like 6 days. Like we
Yeah.
never had this kind of weather. Bro, if you go outside and let's say you turn on the water hose, the water is hot.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen before in my life. Literally, the water is hot. Your swimming pool is hot if you don't have a cover. That's great, bro.
I peed in the pool to cool it down.
I
was like, "Ooh, we gotta get this."
Shout out to Chris Cosmo 407, brother. Thank you for listening to Real Ass. We appreciate that.
We definitely do, man. And I also have to shout out our new sponsor, Wine for Oysters. That's right. They got 2 great locations for you guys to choose from. Now, every Sunday, they host a live music brunch with unlimited mimosas, Bloody Marys, and sangrias. And for one low price, you guys can mix and match the entire time. They got great food, French crepes with sweet and savory fillings. And they got some of your traditional favorites like shrimp and grits. And even got smoked tuna, deviled eggs in the Dr. Phillips area. Now, if you're looking for entertainment, their location in Alafaya is where you want to be because every month they have trivia games. Their next one's going to be on July 31st. It's going to be Harry Potter themed. And then they got Dirty Trivia on August 21st. They got 2 great locations, one in East Orlando, one at their new location in Dr. Phillips at 7645 Turkey Lake Road, Orlando. You got to check it out. Follow them on Facebook. Follow them on Instagram, Wine for Oysters. And if you go there right now, your first oyster shooter is on them if you mention Real Last 104.1. So shout out to our new sponsor, Wine for Oysters. And don't forget, people, if you have not followed us on social media, please go ahead and do it right now. Don't wait. Go to our Instagram and follow us. Go to our Facebook and follow us. And now you can go to YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment, and share all this hilarity. So I'm glad that people are actually speaking to you, Ken, and telling you that they listen to the show, man. I'm seeing that more and more every time I perform in Orlando. And it's crazy to hear that. It's people still listen to the show, man.
Yeah, it's dope, man. It's super dope. You know, and I was telling somebody hit me up today actually, and they was like, "Hey, man, you said new shows all week. What happened to Tuesday?" I say, "Hey, man, we work."
Yeah.
I said, sometimes we work. And sometimes I said we try our best to get a new show up every time, but you know,
so you be asking a lot of questions, player.
Hey, man, you know what? Get butt naked.
Get butt naked. I think somebody is wearing a wire.
I love that.
Think I'm scared? Huh? You think I'm scared? I've been through 3 neighborhood wars. I ain't scared of nothing.
I do gotta say, like, it's been a real blast working with you guys because, like, I'm getting a little bit more popular on my end as well. People,
that's cool, man.
Be hitting me up, and it's fun.
And I saw that your new job, your new law firm that you work, actually shouted us out. So thank them for that.
No, definitely. They're really good peoples. Fighterlaw.com.
Gotcha, man. Hey,
what so like fighter law practices all kinds of law, right?
Yeah, so it's criminal, personal injury, family law, and injunctions.
What's an injunction? What's injunction law?
So an injunction is basically like people have the misconception of restraining order. That's basically the same thing. Yeah. So you want baby daddy to not come back home. You know, hey, there's a way you can trespass him so he doesn't have to come back.
Ooh, I got a quick little question because I've always been curious about this. How easy is it to get a restraining order against someone? How easy? What do I have to say to make it happen? Asking for a friend.
See, the next following information is from a person who's not a licensed attorney. If you want full legal advice, please contact a licensed attorney.
We didn't ask a licensed attorney. We asked
from my experience.
You sound like a cop right now. You know what? Get butt naked.
This mother effer stalling. Everybody get naked. Nah.
There are certain ways, in my experience, that you're able to get an injunction a lot quicker, as long as you have valid evidence and make the claim that that you're in danger for your life.
Your Honor. I'm a white woman and he's black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Boom.
Okay.
Hey, Your Honor. I'm gonna tell you, man. Every time I see these Seco Energy people coming up to my house, I get freaked out. So
yeah,
I want to put an injunction that they can't be 600 meters from my meter. I see them coming with some bolt cutters and a lock, man. I'm about to put them out.
It's tough because there are some people out there that are going through this this sort of thing right now, and they'll call the cops, and the cops are like, "There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do." There are things that you can do, however, because cops are not attorneys, they can't give you legal advice, nor can they direct you into here's how you do it. They'll say, "Oh, go to the courthouse," and that's it. Talk to an attorney if you are honest to God and scared for your life, if you're fear for your kids, fear for whatever's going wrong, because some dummy doesn't know how to accept the fact that you two aren't together anymore.
Yeah, dude. It's sad moments, man. Cause I don't my sister had the restraining against her baby dad. That's the one I that stabbed her and I went to jail. That's that moment. And I don't care what it is. A restraining order injunction is it ain't gonna keep a crazy person from doing what they want to do.
The only thing that I feel like the value is
like
it gives
makes
you
them
police.
angrier.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes them angry, and it's so sad, bro. Like, man, like just when y'all talk about, I was visualizing 1994, where we've had this injunction against this dude for years to leave my sister alone, and he doesn't care. That piece of paper not stopping him from coming in and hurting my sister, and me almost ruining my life. You know what I mean? Stopping him from hurting her.
Yeah. And I go ahead. I'm sorry, Ken.
And no, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that women and some men have to go through the paperwork to stop somebody because you don't want to be with that person no more, or they've been hurting you. It's sad world we live in, man.
Yeah, and I just want to clear one misconception right there, Ken. That it sucks. It sucks that piece of paper can't help you or protect you 100%. However, it is a valid tool that, depending on the situation, you're hopefully able to get authorities involved. And if you have an injunction in place and they violate, they're going to jail.
For how long? That's what I'd like to know. If I get a restraining order against a crazy person and I get them on video on my phone, they show up at my job, how long?
She's your wife, James. It's not going to work.
Potato.
And listen,
it's just going to make her more mad, and then you're going to get the beating when she puts the mask on you.
I don't want it.
And I've worked cases like divorce cases that have an injunction, a no contact order because of a battery case in place because people just don't know how to control their emotions. But that paper does help out.
At fighter law, when they give you, because basically they like, you could go to fighter law. This is the injunction, and you can have somebody's making me feel threatened. This is what's happening. You explain to them what's going on. Fighter law takes your case. You go to the court, and they file an injunction for you. And now, if this person comes within so many feet of you or to your business or anything like that, they can be arrested. But what you don't know is on the back of the paper, fighter law has wrote the technique to the dim mak. And so whole fighter is like, listen, there's 5 buttons around the heart. Who knows if I learned this in food camp when I was training for a couple years.
Hey, Miguel.
My attorney is a veteran. My attorney is a veteran. So
but you gotta watch out. You try to hit Kaufman and Lind up with that. You hit Lind in the heart, and he's like, "I moved my heart years ago." Find it. Lind smash. Craig Lind smash. Also, Your Honor, I'd like to reverse the decision because Article 6 of DC 15 proves that my client could not have been there at the time, and furthermore, his rights were held against him. Wow, Craig, smash!
Oh my god! I got a legal question. I don't know if you know enough about it, Patricio. But here's what I'm not understanding.
18, James. 18.
Okay, cool. All right, got it. I understood. I understood. The judge made it clear. Thank you.
Doesn't matter if the kid's wearing a uniform.
Wow. Okay, moving on. Here's my question. For years, I would hear rappers talk about, man, they're not going to get me. I'm not going to get some woman to get me married. And I'm going to make her sign a prenup. Even Kanye had a line about, we want prenup. We want prenup.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I've been seeing prenups lately not work. Kevin Costner. Here's the thing. Kevin Costner had a prenup with his wife. And it said, if we get divorced, you got to move out the house. She said, I'm not moving. Even though we divorced, I'm going to stay here. How does that happen? I thought a prenup was, okay, we're going to sign this and we're both going to agree before we get married. If we happen to break up, this is what we're going to do. But now it seems you don't really have to follow a prenup.
A prenup is extremely important, especially in situations like that they have a lot of money, they have a lot of assets, they have a lot, to their name.
I heard prenup is the most potent of the nup too.
And like I said, I'm not
this dude own one tonight.
Yeah, he is, man.
I had like 6 popsicles, so I'm jacked up.
Yeah.
Because, and honestly, like Kanye really put it well. It's something that you need to have because when she leave your ass, she gonna leave with half. 18 years, and on the 18th birthday found out it wasn't him. That doesn't matter. You've been married. That child was born into an intact marriage, and you're gonna face child support. Even if she. So here's another thing. And like I said, I'm not an attorney, but from experience, if you're married and your wife cheats on you and she gives birth, that is legally your son.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Back the truck up.
You just picked up the bill, boo-boo.
That can't be right.
That is right.
Hey, is my side hose legally her sister's?
No.
If she,
Hey, baby. All right, so the baby's mine. This is your sister Aisha. She a freak and too hood.
Bro,
leave her in the house alone. We're gonna lose some stuff.
The child born to an intact marriage, the father, biological or not, that is his son. That is his son.
How do you get that change?
Baby Dropbox.
407 fighter.
Here's the deal. Do both parents have to agree to drop a baby in the baby Dropbox?
No.
Oh, hey, we going for a ride. You want to see a fire truck?
Which parent has the right?
In certain circumstances, because here's the thing: if the child was born out of wedlock, and like let's say you, Miguel, you and your girl fight, and that baby is born, you don't have any rights if you were married. Even if you're on the birth certificate, you have not. In the state of Florida, you have to establish a paternity for you to have legal rights to said child. So the
mom could just
whatever she wants at that point.
So if I baby Dropbox that baby, I'm committing a crime. But if she does it, she's exercising her rights
as a woman.
Correct. There's your double standard.
Chris, the wife moved out. She's like down the street. They finally got her up out of there. So apparently she's like living down the street from Kevin Costner, so she can see her kids.
Yeah, like on the same street, right?
Yeah, it's on the same street. I don't know why I would have left. She must not have seen Mr. Brooks.
Yeah,
bruh.
Mr. Brooks.
Kevin Costner's like, here you go, hon. Let me show you 2 papers. Here is the prenup that we signed the day we were gonna get married. Here is the paperwork I signed with the League of Shadows. Now, those ninjas could be anywhere. And Ra's al Ghul gave me a phone number. It was to a deli. I picked it up. They said, Kenny's Grocery Deli. I said, I'm looking for Mark. They said, there's no Mark. They hung up. A minute later, a car pulled up and said, don't be home tomorrow.
That's it. Don't be home.
Don't be home tomorrow.
Yeah. I got hey, he bought her a plane ticket with a pilot for Westwood College.
Yeah. One way. No bags, but I got you a good seat. Welcome to Westwood Aviation. We were formed by kamikaze pilots. Brave men. They couldn't land. Brave men. Hopped up on Saki with a mission. All right.
That would explain the Panda Express next to the school.
Yeah. Westwood Aviation. We'll get you in the air. Rest is up to God.
Damn. Damn.
Westwood Aviation. Our mascot's the Earharts.
That's funny. Hey guys, don't go anywhere. We got more real lives to go. When we come back, we're going to talk about how doing a solid for a friend can almost get you arrested. We're going to let Miguel tell a little story about what he did for a friend. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right here on Real Labs Real Radio 104.1. Everybody, appreciate you guys still listening. This is Real Labs on Real Radio 104.1. Now, we do a lot of things for people. Before I do that, let me make sure I introduce all our people that's still here with us. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James John. We got Rocky in the house, the Podfather of Orlando podcast. We got Ken Miller in the house, Baby Idris Elba, and Thanos Jr., Ken Miller, Godfather of Orlando comedy, and we got Miguel Colon Jr. in the house. Now, there's a few people that I actually say is my boy. The older I get, my circle gets a lot smaller. When I say you're my boy, that means that I got love for you, and there's certain things I will do for you that I won't probably do for anybody else. If you my boy, I got your back, you got mine. That's how I see it. But having said that, as I gotten older, I do have more responsibilities. I have kids, I have a wife, and my job is to provide for them and not be arrested. Let's say that I need to be out of prison so I can keep my whole family dynamic going. But there are certain things that you do for your friends, and you do it with risk involved. Like, this might get me in trouble, but I'm doing it for my boy. And Miguel, you have a great story that exemplifies that. Just that. That's my boy. he wants to do this. He's in a tough spot right now, so I'm gonna do it for him. So you had a friend. He got
D9, man.
Yeah,
Back when I bartended at Buca de Beppo, D9 was our homeboy, David. He got in a motorcycle accident and lost one of his fingers. So that's why we called him D9, Davy Nine Fingers. And he was, that's how you name people. You don't give nobody. If somebody introduces themselves and their nickname sounds cool and it's for a cool reason, they lied and made it up.
Yep.
Like if they're like, my nickname is Too Smooth. Why? Because everybody knows I'm too smooth with the ladies. It's like, no, it's not. One time you put that relaxer in your hair, it was so smooth you burnt your head. That's why you too smooth. That's how nicknames always are. If somebody's got a cool nickname, like, yo, they call me Viper. Why? Because dog, when I strike, you go down. That's not true. You got bit by a garter snake one time and was crying because you thought you was dying of poison. Why you always telling stories, Linda? Mama said take the garbage out. Anyway, man, I'm Viper. What y'all want?
Damn,
That's like pilot call signs, though. Pilot call signs generally come from mistakes that they make while they're learning to fly. Mm-hmm. So when your homeboy is named D9, don't let him tell you it's because of some cool reason. It's because he lost a finger in a motorcycle accident. And while he was in hospital, he was a little jammed up.
Which finger?
Hey, that's what I'm ask.
I think he lost a pinky. Like, that's how you are with your friends. I don't care. I'm like, you missing a finger, whatever. You on the outskirts now, player. I'm using you for your mind. But he lost his pinky.
Damn.
You ain't in this for muscle no more, dog.
No.
But he lost his pinky and he got real jammed up in the accident. Got beat up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So he was staying at the hospital, Orange Ave. What is that? Is that Arnold Palmer, right?
Yeah.
So he's on Arnold Palmer. And this is 2003 and 4. Back in the day, there was a restaurant, like 2006. Back in the day, there was a restaurant over there right on Orange Avenue. And it was called Deli Planet. And
I remember that.
Me and my boy Godfrey had so many opportunities to buy that restaurant too. Like they offered so many times, and we could have done it then. I don't know if it would have failed or not, but I really wish I would have bought it back then. Mm-hmm. So anyway, D9, man, he's jammed up in the hospital. He's all beat up. We come to visit him, and he's like, man, I really just want to smoke a blunt and go get some deli sandwiches. And I'm looking at his charts, and I'm like, nothing here says no blunts and deli meat. Like, I'm going through this, dog. Let me just unhook some of this stuff. I'm like, these tubes with water dripping in. I'm just gonna fill it with some air so that you're better. Tie it up in a knot. Don't let that bubble go to your heart. We'll be good. So we take him, man. We went to Deli Planet, and we were having beers because they used to give you a free pitcher of beer with your sub. And we're having beers, and we're smoking blunts, and we're eating deli sandwiches, and we're having a blast. And I didn't know that David was not supposed to leave his room at all. And when he left, they reported him missing, thinking that somebody had taken him or that he was wandering. I think their big concern was he was like drugged up and wandering somewhere, right?
He hurt himself, and they could be liable.
Yeah, exactly. So I come bringing him back. I come wheeling him back to the hospital. I'm all full of subs and beer. And right when weed, man, Davey's all doped up from his pain medicines. Man.
He's in a wheelchair, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, let me try one of them gray ones. I'm like, hey. What do you think? What do you think if I mix a gray with a blue? What do you think it's gonna do to my heart? Let's see. I'm 24. So I'm wheeling him in to the hospital. This is back in the day when I used to take cabs everywhere too. So I'm like, I gotta take a yellow cab home because we've been hospital drinking. That's a drinking, yo. We've been hospital drinking. That's a different kind of day drunk. So as I wheel him in, the girl at the reception thing, she's on the phone and she like nods and she puts the phone down. She's like, David? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, you need to stay there. We've been looking for you. And then I call him an orderly. I don't even know if they're orderlies anymore, but like he could have been a nurse. I don't know what he was. Yeah. Hospital doorman. They just hang outside the hospital like, sorry, player, can't work on you. I don't like that hat.
Yeah.
Let me let 2 more patients come out and I'll let you in. You girls are come on in.
Damn.
Yeah. So the hospital doormen come running up and they're like, hey man, he's not supposed to leave a hospital. And then they're like, a security's coming up too. And so at that point, I'm like, yo, David, ride or die, bad boys for life. But I got to dip because it looks like it's going to be trouble. You're going to be fine. Let me get one more of them grays before I get out of here.
Real quick.
Grays are good. You can't feel your eyes or feet or anything.
I can see through walls.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
And so the best was David's excuse because they were like, they told him, they were like, you smell like you've been smoking weed. You smell like you've been drinking. And he was like, I don't know, man. He was like, I'm on all this pain medication. And they were like, yeah, but you're not supposed to drink or smoke when you're on pain medication. He's like, I'm not supposed to drive or operate heavy machinery. They're like, yeah. He's like, because pain medication make you loopy, right? And they already see the trap they're walking into. They're like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. So, worked out.
Oh,
Worked out,
That's
You
funny,
know,
bro.
I It's funny. I got one more David story that I'll just tell you about David. David used to get really drunk, and then he would steal like really furniture from these bars we would go to. Like we'd be
What?
downtown.
Whoa.
So back in the day, the Milk District was called Robinson. It wasn't the Milk District. It was just Robinson. And there was like Sportstown and Whiskey Lou's and all those still over there and stuff like that. And David would get drunk, and David would like take a chair or something and just steal it from the bar, just walk off and take it. So I used to go to Sportstown all the time. The owner was a guy named Lee. Lee was a cool dude. Yeah, Lee's a cool dude. Lee knew me for years, man. And so one day Lee comes to me. He's like, "Hey, Miguel, I got D9 on video stealing this desk." And I was like, "What?
What?"
And he's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I got him on video, and he stole this desk, and I know he was drunk." He's like, "Do me a solid. Talk to D9. Tell him to bring me the desk back, and we're fine. He's not even banned from here. He's just, just don't let this happen again." So I said, "All right."
Where was the desk that he was able to?
It was just in the bar, like in a little caddy corner, like a school size desk. But D9 took it. So D9 is all embarrassed, and he's like, "Bro, I don't want to see Lee. I don't want to see Lee." I'm like, "Just bring back the goddamn desk." He's like, "I don't want to see Lee. I'm embarrassed." He's like, Will you bring the desk back?" So I said, "Yeah." So I put it in this girl's truck, and I drove it over, and I dropped it off to the bar. And I said, "Yo, tell Lee to call me up, man, and let him know D9's just embarrassed, and he doesn't want to see you right now because he's just so embarrassed." So Lee gets the message. He gets the desk. Lee calls me up. He's like, "Hey, man," he's like, "let D9 know he's not banned from here or anything. He just did something real stupid." And
Because
he
was drunk.
Yeah, he's like, "And the girls told me he returned the desk, so we're good." So I said, "Cool." So then I get a call from Lee like 10 minutes later. He's like, "Hey, Miguel, I'm sorry to bother you. This is the wrong desk." I call up D9. I said, "Bro, you gave me the wrong goddamn desk." He goes, "Damn it." He goes, "All right, come over here and pick the right one."
Bro, this Mickey Ficky had a collection of stolen desks.
Stole desk chairs, everything from places. He'd get drunk and take them and then wouldn't know what to do with them or why he had them.
Hey, real quick, is D9 still alive, bro?
Nah.
Oh
bro. D9 died like.
I'm sorry, Miguel.
No, it's all right.
Wait, are you for real?
Yeah, he died like 2012.
Damn.
Yeah, but D9.
How did I know that?
Yeah, he was my dude when we worked together. Even though he was, because I was just, and this sounds dumb. He was trouble. He was a good dude to me. He was trouble, but I knew when to be like, "Well, D9, I'm walking away from this one."
Yeah.
Evening, gentlemen. Yeah.
Take your monocle out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, this was all fun and games, but I believe the ATF is no one to funk around with. Good evening.
This dude said the ATF, bro.
Yeah. Gentlemen, we have alphabet boys on us. I think I'm going to pass.
Yeah. Damn, I hate to hear that, man. I hate to hear he passed.
D9,
Bro,
check. I got another good D9 story. D9 comes racing up to me. We're opening up the restaurant. It's like 10 a.m. So when you open, for any of you guys who didn't work in restaurants, when you're opening crew, sometimes you're just trashed from partying the night before. And you're in zombie mode, making iced tea and opening the restaurant. So D9 comes racing up to me. He's in his car, and I'm outside of Buca, which was in the mall, and he had this Cadillac, and he comes whipping it in like this Eldorado. He's like, "Ah!" And he rolls down the door, and he's like, "Bro," he's like, there's a Bennigan's down the road over here. He's like, they closed it. They locked it up. It's just closed. They didn't tell any of the workers. He's like, one of the dudes working there busted the lock open, and now dudes are just taking restaurant equipment because the Bennigan's just closed without telling the employees.
I remember when this happened. Okay.
And so I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Dude, they got everything. Deli slicers, all this." I swear to God, boys. I look at my general manager at the time, which I will not say his name, but anybody listening will know exactly which general manager. I said, hey, man, you want me to go get us some restaurant equipment? He goes, go! Me and D9, we come back. Like, dude, literally, like, the kitchen dudes are taking everything. We get a big mixer. We came back with like a big mixer. They already took the deli slicer. What did we get? We got all these like baskets. Oh, we got silverware like crazy. We came back, and James, you worked in restaurants. We came back with thousands of pieces of silverware as though we were marching back from stopping the Persians at the gates of Thermopylae.
Yep.
The restaurant was like, oh.
Small wares in a restaurant is one of the first things that get thrown away or stolen.
Yeah.
So
man, we also learned to go to the Aramark place. They have tons of napkins or tons of silverware that get tossed in those napkins. But yeah, we came back. Me and D9 came back with everything. And then the biggest score that we got was they still had stuff in the prep fridge because these people thought the restaurant was still going to be open. You know, management didn't tell anything. So we got that Bennigan's pineapple sauce that used to come with their appetizer sampler. We had like a jug of that. And then we had meats and stuff. We came back so glorious. We were just cooking up meats in the restaurant. My manager literally was like tapping my shoulder like, this is my boy right here.
There you go.
Right here.
There you go. There you go. Bro, if you ever get in the hospital, I will take you to go get some Deli Planet.
Yeah, dog. And leave me, man, because it's reasonable. I'm not going to get in trouble.
There you go. Hey, man, one of the most fun episodes I've ever been on with you, Miguel. You had me cracking up the entire time. We got about a minute and 17 seconds ago. I can't even talk. I want to give you guys an opportunity to tell everybody at home listening where you guys going to be this weekend. Where you going to be, Miguel?
I'm right now. I'm over with you guys in Gainesville at High Dive, and then the rest of the weekend I'm chilling. And I think I'm gonna take my sister and me and her gonna go see the Ninja Turtles cartoon because it looks dope.
It does look dope, man. It takes me back. Ken, where you gonna be this weekend, brother?
Got a private gig with Morgan Gallo and Ross Pageant for some gaming convention.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You're gonna love that.
And then Saturday, the Joke Joint, Alex Soto, Summerfield. It's me and Dwayne.
Riot.
Headlining the Joke Joint in Summerfield. I put that up on the Facebook so y'all can see it.
Very nice, man. I'm at High Dive with you guys tonight, having a good time. Morgan Gallo, and Friday and Saturday, I am at Bonkers Comedy Club in downtown Orlando, The Corner. That's right. If you guys want some free tickets, hit me up on my social media. I can hook it up for you guys this weekend. Patricio, tell them where they can find you.
Probably drunk at the corner.
Damn. Okay, there you go. I see you there, brother.
Like father, like son.
There you go, bro. Thank you guys, as always, for listening to Real Last. If you haven't followed us on social media, please go to Facebook and Instagram right now, and even YouTube. Thank you guys, as always. And Ken Miller, tell them what they need to do.
Take your ass to bed.
We out.